Well, we did it. We heard our first engine.
Oh, there's a bit of everything. A little bit of aluminum. And you always have to replace the lines when you ship an engine. But we didn't have new lines here, so we just put a new pump on it and sent it. Well, with a new engine, obviously. And look at all the shit in there.
Oh, good God.
What do you want me to say now?
Whatever you want.
It's frustrating, bro. It's fucking frustrating. What can I say? Fucking car fucking shaking and shaking and shaking. We've come from this point to this point. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it.
So, back in the pit now after that hit, and yeah, still don't know what's happened, but looks like it's done similar thing to yesterday's run where it's bombed the tyre a bit. Whether it's a clutch issue or power management issue, I'm not sure yet. We'll get the data, pull the data out of it and have a look and see what the go is, and we'll go from there.
Well, we did it. We heard our first engine.
Yeah, first ever.
Looks
since
like
we've been over here.
Yeah.
Well, in total.
Total. Well, it's the first big end that we've had an issue with. We're assuming, but we've lost some oil pressure. It looks like it's got some rod damage, so we're going to put another engine in, and this one will come out and get assessed a little bit later. But that's racing, as they say, right?
Oh, look, 100%, man. This happens to the best of us, and it's unfortunate. And unfortunate that it's happened here and not in testing and all these kind of places, but it's all part of the journey and the plan, and this is what makes for not only great content and YouTube for you guys to constantly be on the edge of your seat, but it helps us better ourselves, get data and R&D to better what we're doing. So the guys straight away got back into it, pulling the car apart. Luckily, we've brought all the spare engines with us. We're going to swap it out, see what the problem is later. Obviously, no time to pull an engine down, but
Yeah, no time to diagnose right now.
we'll put a new engine in it, hopefully be out for the next qualifying round.
The thing is, it shook the tyre pretty hard, so that engine damage looked like it might have happened a little earlier because it didn't have the power to carry it out of the 60. So we still don't have data from a full run here today, and we're running out of time. So we're going to get maybe one more run racing this afternoon, tonight.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
one more
hopefully
qualifying round.
we get it down.
Yeah, look, the pass before, it showed yesterday, earlier today. Was it earlier today?
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, that was the first pass of the day. Yesterday. It showed that it had low engine, some low oil pressure at the top of the track when Camilo hit it. But we brought it back here, done all the necessary checks, pulled the filter apart, checked the plugs, started it again, and the oil pressure built up straight away, and we didn't see a problem. So we thought it was fine. Obviously, there was an underlying issue there, and the car was trying to tell us a story, and that's where it decided to do it. Look, it could have been worse. It hasn't thrown a rod out of the block, hasn't created significant damage. So
No
luckily,
leaking oil externally. so
no. He
hasn't-
still pedalled it and got down to the end of the track, and it was all good. So at the end of the day, we'll just keep going and fighting until we figure it out and get to where we need to get to. This is what we do, and we don't stop, and we won't stop until we fulfill and complete our mission.
Well, I will say everyone's feeling the pressure now because the track is fast and there is a bunch of cars putting down some insane times. So it's there. It's not like we're trying to chase the
100%.
track or?
Nah. It's the place, it's the time to go fast. The Natty car just went 9.3 in the 60. Insane. So it just shows you that if there's a time to do it, and everyone knows that. That's why this event is so special. It's because of everything works and lines up for a perfect pass. We just haven't been fortunate enough to get one down, but we're gonna keep chipping away and keep going. We got today and 2 more days to make it happen, and we'll keep fighting until then.
I'm going to go and get dirty and help get this engine in with the boys.
I knew you would come just in time.
Every time.
I appreciate you and Alex and everyone else in the background there. That's
Alex is keen to get into it as well.
Oh man, he's ready to pull something apart.
We're in our element. So
100%.
It's good to feel needed as well. So
Look, like I said, I'm sure this will make for a great story at the end.
absolutely.
So
Hopefully we turn it into a really good story, but got to be in it to win it. So
100%.
we'll have
Stay
a
tuned.
crack.
We'll give you an update once the new engine's back in, started up, and be ready to hit the next qualifying round. It's tight for time, so they got quite a mammoth task to do to get this turned around before the next round, and hopefully we can get that done sooner than later. And then
There's no time for a tune-up or an engine dyno
No,
or anything.
No.
It basically gets run in on the burnout,
Yep.
and it's got a race.
100%.
So
Yeah. So let's see what it's all about. Stay tuned, and as always,
like and subscribe.
and
RB the fucking world.
Hey, good afternoon. My name's Steve Norton. I'm with Cali's Performance Products here at Haltech World Cup. Excited to be here to support a lot of our customers, especially guys like this, bringing the RB to America. They've done a lot in Australia, and now they're bringing it here. Really fun to be here with Big Mack and the whole team from PRP. So thanks for coming, and we'll see you at the racetrack.
These are just, they've got some as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't put me in this video. You have to talk to my agent.
I'm his agent.
I know you are.
We're going to need a new crank, but we'll do the RBX version, but a bit lighter, and I want to make a few changes. Kind of like what we did with the smaller one. But they don't need that much weight, man. You know that crank I called you, is this thing going to break? And you're like, I can send it? And it was the lightweight crank?
By the way, congratulations
They rev.
to our director
They do
of fire
rev.
They do rev.
So why do you need so much weight in a crank?
30 years here at Maryland Race.
Mass will save your ass.
In every World Cup.
It always does. And especially in this application, I'd say in typical like the street stuff or high RPM stuff. I'm telling you, one of the things we've done with the like the top fuel stuff, we're 3 to 4 pounds heavier. Actually, 6 pounds heavier, and it lasts a lot longer. A few pounds that matter to put in the right place.
How does it affect the rotating mass, the speed?
Not this application.
So between the
Now,
RPMs,
if you were in a sprint car, I'd say yeah, it does, because of it's going up and down. It matters, but when you're doing this, the whole point of the bottom end is don't die. I mean, stay together, don't die, eat all the power, and stay alive. And that's one of the things, like if you're doing a sprint car, you're doing a dirt late model, you're doing a track car, you need to make so that there's a different application. The whole point of the drag stuff is don't die. And if you keep, because at the end of the day, everything from the deck down is foundational. You don't gain, you don't go any faster if you go from a cast block to a billet block. You don't go any faster. It holds the power, but it doesn't make you faster unless it's lighter. It's the structural integrity. It's just you're building a better foundation. That's the whole point. Like everybody says, well, we can't let billet blocks into this class because I go, it's a function of just holding power, and they're actually a lot of times cheaper because they last longer. But a lot of the base stuff, all your power is coming from the head and the boots. That's it, pretty much. Power management. Exactly. And the bottom half is say a prayer and hang on, and try to keep it together. That's what it is, and it's just I don't know.
prayer didn't work just then.
Pardon?
The prayer didn't work this time.
No, it didn't work. Pray harder.
Well, we appreciate you and what you do and your products. And as you can see, man, they're showing the world what they're about.
That's
You know,
awesome.
like
So
we're
great.
here, and just to be here and compete on this level, to be able to show the world what the RB can do. I know you've been part of that RB journey for a long time.
Oh, it's
You know, with Bullet and everyone in Australia, and you know, I'm sure you've had a fun time with that.
Oh, it's great. I'm really excited about it. This platform. It's fun, and one of the things that's great about racing is you got to have variety. You got to have new things. You got to have some stuff to pick on that is different. And it's nice when you see a new platform come out of the work and say get some attention because it keeps it interesting.
Definitely.
When it's all the same all the time, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it becomes sometimes loses a little bit of excitement. And this is really awesome, and we're excited to see what you end up doing Big Mack. It's going to be great.
Thank you for coming by.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Real pleasure.
I tell you what, our little gauze filters work really well because this is the shit that didn't go into the pump. Conrod, that's a bit of piston too, I think, maybe. It's all alley. Oh. You want your crank back, bro? There's a bit of, it's all rod. Oh, there's a bit of everything. A little bit of aluminum. Look at that.
The car.
There's fucking bit of everything in there. Look at that. So we've got all these PRP gauzes between
Who's here from
the
Puerto
pump
Rico?
and the pan, which catch all of this stuff. So we do have some very small fragments in the pump, but hopefully it's not too scored. We'll be able to use it again because we
Who's here
can't
from
find the
Canada?
5 other pumps that we've got somewhere. So of course you always need the part that you forget. But the beauty about this is
I'm sorry about
it
that
keeps the
Stanley
big
Cup
fragments in the sump
Yeah.
and it stops it going through the pump. So effectively,
Not really.
although the pump will be very lightly scored, it's only the scavenge
Anybody
section
here
because
from
the pressure
Germany? Who's here
section
from Germany?
unaffected. We'll be able to use it again. Anyway, we're just going to forge on and get the new engine
Hold on, here comes the other.
in and keep pushing.
So we're having a little lovers tiff between the Puerto Ricans and me and Alex here, because we don't put silicon on the intake manifold at all, ever. And these guys glue the crap out of it. So we're putting it on without it, but we had a misaligned.
It took us over an hour to clean it.
We had misaligned manifold bolt holes, which is fair enough. We draw them out a little bit, and we put it on dry. And in hindsight, we should have wet just where the three water ports come through the manifold. So we're going to pull it back a bit and do that and put it back on. But we're running a bit slim on time. We're just not into gooing everything, because you just don't need to do it. And it took, as he just said, an hour to scrape it all off. So it kind of put us off silicon because we hate it. It gets stuck places it shouldn't.
It sucks balls, but we've got to do what we've got to do, I guess.
So we'll pull it back a bit, do it up, it'll be fine.
So about 4 hours later, we've done an engine change. The boys killed it, worked really hard. You've seen it, all hands on deck. Everyone's head was in that engine bay. When we started the car up, we had a little bit of a water leak coming out of the runners on the intake side, and we made the call that we should pull it off and fix that, which we did. So we had to take the intake off again. Luckily it stopped leaking. So we're gonna two-step it. I think once we get it down, Jamie Miller's come over to have a look at the car. We sent him some data, he had a look through it, and we made some adjustments. He made a rear shock adjustment, he made a front strut adjustment. So a bit's happened in this time since the first qualifying heat. And now we're at that point where we're gonna get the car down and get it ready to go out, because everyone looks like they're ready to go out. So great effort from the team, and this is what it's about. This is what I constantly keep talking about, team effort. Everyone coming together, pulling in together. You know, Shane coming over from another pit when needed, bringing Jamie over. You know, the PMS boys, Abe, everyone just coming together and working together as a team to figure out problems and constantly smoothing them out. And then on top of that, the guys that are here, you know, from Australia, Herman, Alex, Noah. It's amazing that all these people from all these different places and walks of life are here. And all working together for a common cause. So I'm really proud, and I'm really honoured and blessed to have such a great group of guys with me. There was no arguing, bickering, it was just heads down, let's get into it, and let's go. So I can't ask for more, and I honestly am, you know, really, really happy with what these guys have just pulled off. So we're gonna get the car ready, we're gonna go out for the last qualifying heat of the night. Hopefully with some of the changes that we've made, we'll see some results. Pretty much, we need the car to just get down and make a pass, so then we can get some data based on this track and stuff like that. So if we can get that, you know, done this time around, then we're in good shape, and we should be able to build from there and then see what the car needs and go from there. So hopefully we go out, do that, and we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated, and stay tuned, because as always, the Mac Daddy vlog is always interesting, and there's always additions and stuff happening on it. And you know, from a lot of people that have come up to us that have been watching from around the world here, that's what they've told us that they've been enjoying the most. The highs, the lows, and us, you know, sharing the information of what it takes to compete at this level. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and you're kicking back at home, you know, enjoying it on your couch, because it's freezing here and it's very stressful. So we'll take the sacrifice for you. So as always, keep watching, and I'll be the fucking world. Well, that's the last qualifying hit for today. As you've seen, not the result that we wanted. We're back to that erratic position. So just to give you a bit of a rundown of what we changed, done a shock adjustment, we've done a wheelie bar adjustment, done a front strut adjustment, and we also took probably about, I don't know, I reckon 5-6 pounds of boost out of it. New engine, and that engine sounds like it's, you know, sounds like it's got more power than the last one. That last one was a bit weak. So was it enough power that we took out? Is that engine up, and did it overcompensate? Clutch, everything else in between, who knows? We're gonna go look at the data and see what it says. Shane said that he spotted a little bit of water on the right-hand side after the car took off. Just a little drip. But just to be safe, we're going to put the car up on the stands and check it and see if there's any water leaking out of it after changing the engine over, or if that was just leftover residue water. Who knows? Could be any of the above. But look, it's been another tough one for me. And yeah, I suppose not the results that we're chasing, but you know, we just watched the Natty car do the same thing. So it's not just us. Just like any racetrack, it can change so temperamentally and just be so different. And I think that we gotta compensate for that. So yeah, look, it is what it is. Go see what the data says and have a look at that, and we'll go from there. But look, it's just, like I said, I'm happy just to be here. You know, I'm happy to be part of this and to be here, and hopefully we got 2 more days and we can make something happen in them 2 days, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, and I'll be the fucking world.
Yeah, now I feel that just move the tire. As soon as I dump it up, too much grip. But now that engine feels
a lot more tight.
No, if it's an engine.
Yeah.
No, I turn it up, you know, down there.
We got to check because Shane said he sent a little bit of water on the right hand side when you go.
When I was on the lane, I see the water on my foot, in front of it. You know, it was just like 2
I want
miles.
to put it up and then let it cool down. Put it up. I want to put it on 2-step. See if there's anything coming out. Check it.
I'm gonna grab the other car now.
Yeah, by the time you come back.
But now the shake was like pow.
Power.
Hey, who's gonna see the
We need to take out power.
Huh?
We need to take power out.
Probably all the tires. Oh, you talk to Jamie. See what he says now.
Well, he said last time to leave the tyre.
Bro, those tires are old. They're old.
The problem is you put a new tyre, you lose
Then
one.
gonna-
You're going to lose one hit trying to get it, break it in. This is the issue.
Stay number 6 by Francis. Number
Water pump's still on, but there's no oil in it. Let's have a look at the. It might have been just in the rocker cover. It wasn't a fresh engine. It could have been water in the cam cover. They could have washed it out. Let's check the oil.
I think some of the guys are swinging so hard,
Do you know what size that bolt was? Which one, bro?
Should be on the rattle gun, bro.
Oh, it's that's it. It's on the rattle gun, inch and 1/8.
It's all right. Listen,
Oh no, it's on the front of the bar, the drive bar.
no, you're right. Cool. It's condensation.
That's good. That hasn't gone down.
It's either mixing with the oil and you'd see it.
No.
You can drain a bit out of the tank if you want to check
It's got
it.
condensation in here too. Like it's little
Probably
bubbles.
just water in the cam covers. They didn't pull the bubbles out when they cleaned it. So we decided to have a quick look at the cam and make sure that the valve lash was all right. The guys at JBR dialed this cam in and it was 10 degrees on the crank of intake cam adjustment. So it seemed a lot, which is probably okay, but we thought we'd just check it and have a look at the valve lash while we're there and just give it a little health check. So we still don't know exactly what happened as to why it pushed onto the wheelie bar so much, enough for it to sort of skip up. The guys are having a look at the rebound and the suspension settings now, but we'll have a look at the engine and make sure it's wearing in all right, and we'll go from there.
So it's good.
Yeah, it's within range.
Yeah, number 2.
You only check the intake side?
We're going to do the, we taking the exhaust one off? Yeah. Number 2. We're just gone past. This is the 5 mil there.
We've done this. We haven't done this. We haven't done this.
We've done number 1. We've done 6. We've done 5.
Okay, recheck them.
Well, you got it?
So first things first, Mack has traditionally had a problem with something called tire shake. Now, the problem we're having now is not tire shake, and we can't even get far enough to experience tire shake. We're spinning the tire. So the difference is, you know, literally if you look at the car when it does a burnout, when it's got no grip between the tire and the ground because it's sitting in water, the tire just spins freely. It doesn't go out around, and you don't get this oscillation in the sidewall of the tire where the tire, it's like a ball would do. If you smack a ball on the ground, the tire rebounds just like a ball does. And when we experience tire shake, what we're experiencing is that sort of a oscillation in the tire itself, which is caused by a combination of too much grip and not enough power, or too much power. There's many things that can cause it, but we're not experiencing tire shake at the moment. What we're having is tire spin, literally just like it does when you do a burnout. There's not enough grip between the tire and the rubber on the racetrack for the amount of horsepower we're trying to send through the tires. So it doesn't get a hold of the ground at all. It spins free like it was on water or ice or grass. So what we have to do is more closely match the amount of power we're trying to apply to the tire and give it a chance to get a hold of the ground and move the car forward. Instead, we're hitting it so hard, it just spins the tire out from under the car and the car doesn't move forward at all. So that's being caused by a combination of things. What decides how much power the tire sees right when the clutch comes out is the amount of horsepower that the engine makes, along with the amount of clutch that we're allowing to transmit power to the tire through the clutch. And obviously the gear ratios in the car, but we haven't changed gear ratios. But what we have changed is the intercooler, We changed to the Gato intake, which our old system had tons of boost leaks. So we got rid of the boost leaks. We've got a better intercooler. We are now in a weather condition where the air is better. So in general, as the weather gets better, and what I mean by better weather is that the air density is higher. The relative air density compared to sea level here shows us that it's about 98.5% of what a perfect day at sea level would be, even though we're not at sea level, because the air's colder than sea level standard day and the air pressure's higher. So we have more horsepower here at higher elevation than we had in Orlando down at sea level, because the air conditions here, air quality here is better. So we're making more horsepower with no other differences. On top of this, we just took an engine that's been in the car for multiple runs, potentially is tired, and replaced it with a new engine which has even an updated spec from what we were running before. So it's entirely possible that we just took an engine out where we made an adjustment for the amount of power we're making here based on that engine, and replaced it with an engine that's even better than that engine was. So our adjustment then is wrong, because we needed to make a double adjustment. We need to make an adjustment based on the weather conditions being better and the engine making more power, and another adjustment because we have a better engine now than the one we took out. So that's where we ended up. The change we made almost looks like we didn't make a change at all. And I think it's because the engine's better. So everything we took out, we gained back with the engine swap. So now we've got to go do it again. But what we can see that's different between the run we just tried to make and Orlando, if you look over here at the graph, you can see this is a graph that's showing you boost pressure, right, over time. So it's time this way and boost that way. In Orlando on the 378 pass, we had the purple line of boost, right? And that was at about 50 pounds right when the clutch came out. But here, we're making 60 pounds. So we have 10 pounds more boost at the same point in time on the racetrack. That's gonna make way more power, everything else being the same. And there's no chance you're gonna get the car to go down the racetrack with every other setting being the same if you raise the power level by 10 pounds. 10 pounds of boost at that RPM is probably 200 horsepower. So we're now trying to use the same setup that we used before with 200 less horsepower with 200 more horsepower. So we need to get the boost down to where it was when it was in Orlando to get ourselves just back to zero, let alone the change in the weather conditions here that make it better than Orlando, but we're making adjustments for that as well. So it's a matter of matching everything together. The clutch and the engine and the chassis all have to match the grip level that we have here with the air conditions that we have here. So that's the struggle right now. And we're gonna make some adjustments to it here in the pit area before we go back to the starting line so we can get a lot closer, a lot faster.
Wasn't right. What wasn't right? Two-step problem. It wasn't a full two-step. It was misfiring.
Let's get Street Fighter, Wild Street, BCT, X front wheel drive. You guys are done for the night? You guys working to put them up?
Not yet. Thank you.
Bye. Sergeant Clutch.
Did you see that? Is there some moisture coming out of the blow valve?
Yeah, they do that all the time. Yeah. Once they put the hood back on and two-step it.
Let me get it closer first. But in the end, before we decide we're signing off, we're going to put the splitter on the ground exactly like over there, with the front end on, and make sure it's fucking not too low.
Hey Shane, could you explain to the camera what exactly he's doing?
Oh, so this is the, I don't know how much of it you can see, but it's, yeah, we have no idea. We're just changing some shit, see if we can make it better. So this is the rear suspension of the car is a 4-link. It's 4 individual bars that form effectively a triangle on each side of the car. A right angle triangle that starts at the axle and goes forward into the center of the car. And the two intersection points of those two triangles determines what the forces are that are sent into the car from the rear tire through those linkages. And because the car has no torque going through it when it's sitting still, but it has torque going through it as soon as you connect the clutch to the rest of the to the engine and the rest of the drivetrain, that reactive force of the torque from the engine tries to twist the chassis and steer the rear of the car around and make the car go left or go right. So what you end up having to do, instead of like a normal car, you would set everything up so it's all square and completely free and neutral. In a car like this, because of the amount of torque you're dealing with, you have to basically preload the suspension to try and offset the torque reaction of the chassis when the clutch comes out. So he's making an adjustment. This car tends to go to the right, which is what we were just discussing, compared to the 2J car, which tends to go to the left. Well, the big swap there is that the turbo's on the opposite side of the car in the RB versus the 2J. So the trend is for the 2J car to go left, and normal cars go left because they roll the chassis to the right opposite the crankshaft rotation. So we have normal crankshaft rotation with the RB, but we have a turbo on the driver's side, and the exhaust from the turbo is putting force on the front of the chassis to the right. So we're trying to correct that with some adjustments to the rear suspension to help load the right tire more and drive the car back to the left. Just like if you were in a canoe paddling across a lake, if you paddle only on the right side of the canoe, the trend is for the canoe to go forward and to the left. If you paddle on the left side of the canoe, the trend is for the canoe to go straight forward and to the right. So we're trying to adjust the amount of grip from the left tire to the rear tire to make the car go straight based on what we've seen the car do in the past and what we think it's going to do with the changes to the intercooler tank and the intercooler. Other than that, we have no idea what the fuck. And I just made all that shit up.
All the reasons why it would not need to steer in that direction.
I get it. Look, so look, the thing, but if you watch back every video it's ever fucking had of the car leaving the starting line, 97% of them go to the right.
Yeah. And then
some go left.
And then adding this to
well,
it.
that's the thing. This is a thicker tank, so that weighs more right off the bat. The thing filled with water, it's got more water capacity.
It's got to be double the size.
I'm sure it's fucking, and it's water, so it weighs fucking, whatever, 8 pounds a gallon or whatever it is. So you just put, and it's up high, and it's way out to the left. So, I mean, if at least it was on center, right, it wouldn't affect the balance left to right.
Which it's actually not hurting the balance because it's offsetting
No,
the
it's
driver.
good.
Right.
That part's okay, except for you had the car set up before this was in it.
Right.
And so if
And
you
there
don't
was
change
no
the car
change,
setup
there
and
was
then
no
you add
change,
this, and then the other thing is the front is lighter because I think that intercooler is less weight. The intercooler itself weighs less than the old
That's
one.
essentially why we ended up lowering the front end.
Right, the front
Because
was a half
end
inch
was
too
up,
high.
which is probably just a swap in the intercooler.
That's where I'm at. Or there's less lead on the left front too. It used to have 15. That idiotic block that fucking Wade gave us in Bradenton. That's 10 pounds, not 15. That fucking block was at least 15. It's probably more like 20.
Yeah.
So is there a change in the readout?
Yeah. So the rear suspension had 0 preload, just like when they came over here the other day. And so it's got absolutely. There's nothing being done to the rear suspension to try to drive the car left. It's 100% neutral. And the problem with 100% neutral is, we talked about this earlier, when you hit that and it's totally neutral, it can really go either way. I mean, it can fucking go that way or this way. You have to, at the very least, take the fucking slack out of it so it's in tension slightly.
It's already
Right? You can't, I mean, you want to put it in the direction it needs to be, right? But like, you can run a Pro Stock car like that, but a Pro Stock car makes fucking half the horsepower this makes.
How was there no rebound on that?
Now, I'm not saying rebound, there's no preload, right? So all the suspension links are completely free, which is fantastic, except that because they're free, there's
no guidance.
There's no... Correct. Nothing tells it, this is where I want you to go. It can go that way or this way. And once it goes, it's just the slack in it. Like, once there's slack, it gets a run at it and fucking does something different every time. At the very least, you at least got to take the slack out.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Just slack it this way or slack it that way, whichever way you want it to go. But you can't be leaving it loose.
No, it's not.
It's just a flat. That's it.
Yeah, well, he put more in, like, we could, so when I came over the other day and they showed me what it was, and I'm like, fuck, you at least need to go to the short side, take the slack out. But that was before I realized that it has a fucking 50 pounds more weight in the right-hand side of the car. Remember how it made a right turn both times? I'm pretty fucking sure if we get the thing to leave the starting line, it's gonna go ahead and make a right turn again. Because now it's got all this extra fucking weight it didn't used to have over on this side of the car.
I know if we just added, say the car was going straight, we added this much weight, I know I would have to put a flat loaded to offset the amount to change the weight on the rear tires. So basically, that's essentially
you're
what I'm
moving the
doing.
fucking center of gravity, right? And the two tires are just literally like my phone.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay? So if I push on the center of my phone, I'm pushing on the center of gravity, my phone goes straight. Okay, but when you move the center of gravity off to the left and to the right, it's the same as pushing from offset. So watch what my phone does. Okay? Only this car goes the opposite way because it has the assistance of the exhaust pushing that direction. So it does this. Every fucking time it's ever left the starting line, except maybe 11 times out of 973 tries. So that percentage is not worth chasing.
And that's being optimistic.
Yeah, and that's giving it the benefit of the doubt. Not exaggerating.
And the drivers had to steer it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm pretty fucking sure if we get the clutch right and it leaves the starting line, it's going to go do exactly what the fuck it just did the other 2 times because of the extra weight over here, which is why I told him, look, what do you think? Take a fucking educated guess. Let's try and do something to try and correct it before we just go up and make the next run and go straight towards the fucking guardrail when we finally get the clutch to work.
What if we get Camilo to eat heaps of cheeseburgers to make up for that?
I mean, you could do, but fuck, how many can he eat and not shit out before he has to run? Because if he shits, then that doesn't work.
He's going to start eating now. And
You have to fill the motherfucker with lead.
Well, that's it. We'll put lead in the burgers.
Yes, right? Based on years of experience doing stuff, and like there is not one person in the pit area that's better than this guy, and that's every pit area in the country, maybe the world.
I'll do you a deal. We'll look after the mechanical bit in the front that makes the power, and you tune, manage, and then get it out into the car so the car goes straight, and you can fuck with everything else.
Oh, listen,
So
let me
if
put it
that's
this
broken,
way.
you say, hey Herman, I got an issue there, fix it.
Let me put it this way. Until recently, the quickest and fastest door car in history, 6 fucking years ago now, was me and this guy. That's it.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's Herman. Sperman. That's Sperman from PRP.
That's him. Laugh it up, motherfucker.
I didn't laugh. And this is Alex. Alex from Beer on Automotive. Alex.
I've met him before.
Yeah, you've already been through it. Yeah, good.
I've met him in Australia.
Yeah. He's a GC.
You been to Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a few times.
What car you work on?
Frankie had me working on about 10 different cars.
Tarabel?
Yeah.
Frank
No,
Tarabel?
no. And Marchese.
Oh, my shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Dandy. Yeah.
Oh, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
You got any more of those?
Yeah, over in the
That's
cooler.
mad.
In the Honda pits.
Can I help myself?
Okay. That's how we get to
Really?
GT.
You going on a way?
Which way do you go, George? Actually, well, take your cameraman. He knows.
Okay. Give me one.
What do you get, beer?
Yeah, white
I'll take
one.
Take one.
He likes this
Fine.
flavor also. All right, fuck it. I'll just go
Let's
get
go.
it.
Fuck it.
Do you want me to throw the scales on it?
The only reason I don't know about the scales is because of
The problem is a ground spot.
Yeah, it's not
so
level.
I don't know. Like what I hate is if we put it on the scales, we just make what we think
you
is
go,
our.
oh shit, take it back out.
We gotta do it. You know what I mean? And it's all because of the
Yeah,
level.
'cause the ground's
of the
not
ground.
flat.
So look, if
can
you
find it.
because normally
I just wanted to say that
The
it's actually
scales are really
off balancing it because we've got the weight from the splits
this is the
before.
thing, it always needs an offset left to right. So that's why I said earlier, like just put it on the scale and put the offset you think. But it's just as good for him to just make the adjustment, particularly because the motherfucker was 0.
Yeah.
The other thing I do want to check is I want to check the rollout on the tires to make sure that we don't have the bigger tire on the wrong side of the car or whatnot.
Maybe it needs it on the wrong side of this car.
I just want to know where it was.
They're off, so we can do that.
Right.
So on the,
But they need
what's
air
the
in them.
type-
Can you put the
Yeah,
outsteps
same
back in,
measure.
put air in,
We're
get the same pressure.
We're going to need a beer first.
Yes,
and then
100%.
Yeah.
Start with beer and everything else
Yeah, get
works
some
its
beer,
way
bro.
out.
I knew there was a reason.
Where's
like,
the biz at? Where do you get this
I
from?
could not
He's
figure.
got an
Wait, you want a beer?
Are you having a beer?
Where's the biz at?
These Ostrom's got some. I made them by myself.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is a. I mean, look, the right way. Normally, you wouldn't put the motherfucker on the scale. You go run the car a lot, and you just like what we did when we first fucked with it. You go make a run and you go, and you tweak it, and you go make a run. And you go, that's better, and you tweak it and you tweak it until it goes straight. So this is unfortunately we do not have enough fucking runs to get. We have to do it in
got a good enough
in one.
educated guess.
Yeah, we have to do the best we can, and it's maybe gonna work,
It's
or
going
it's
to
maybe
be
not gonna work.
It's going to be better than just leaving it the way it was.
If we left it the way it is, I'm worried it's going to go out there and we're going to get the clutch right. It's going to do exactly what it did on the first 2 runs because there's way too much weight on the right side of the car and it's going to head to the guardrail and we'll have to shut it off anyway.
Just so
I'd rather a motherfucker
we're
go
clear
left.
Tomorrow,
It never goes
2
left.
more qualifying rounds.
I
and then you go in
honestly, I don't know.
eliminations,
I
right?
don't know.
I don't know if it's 1 or 2. I think it's.
In theory, we get 2,
Yeah.
but
Hey.
this fucking place is a shit show. I bet we're going to get 1.
I think because they're talking, they want to run eliminations.
Yeah. They want to run eliminations for all at 32 cars and 16 car fields. But they've only got 8 cars left.
Still
on Monday.
elimination qualifying, so you'll still qualify.
There's one round of qualifying.
No.
and
This
then
is not.
elimination
This
round.
is not like Jambo.
No.
You have qualifying, and you're either in or you're out. And then
Yeah.
you don't run anymore if you're not in.
Right.
Right now we're in.
Oh, right now,
Right, because it went 6A. It's like on the bump.
Okay.
Right. So they take the top 16, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're in right now if no one goes quicker. But that next session, if it happens,
Cunts are gonna go quicker.
Yeah, cunts are going to go quicker, and then we're going to be on the outside looking in. So we need to put some kind of representative number on the board, which is why it's so critical to try and do all the guessing you can possibly do to get this motherfucker right before you go try it again. Because you don't have enough time to fucking keep trying it a little bit at a time to figure it out. You guys should try everything.
Then you try everything. You try too much. We like fuck it.
It's the only chance you're just using
No,
our experience,
No,
but it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
mean it's going to work. It's
no.
we're taking our best, and it's not normally what we work on. Because if it was, we could just go, well, here's all the recipe you need, and that'll work. This is how you race a pro mod, right? Or any car. You get a catalog of runs based on the
we had this
conditions of the
conversation,
racetrack
yeah.
and the weather. Okay, and then you know exactly what you can achieve under these conditions, and you put that in the car and the setup in the car, and then it runs either that number or 1 slower or 1 quicker. And that's it. That's how you race.
I'm thirsty.
You don't fucking race by trying every single time to go make the best run you've ever made in your life.
Tell your story walking so we can get
You want to
big.
get your ass kicked.
By who?
I have to be in Orlando on Tuesday, and I have to get my cars. My son and I both have our cars here, so we have to get them back. I can't. I would like to help you. It's just, you know, there's not enough time to get where I have to go, unfortunately.
He's racing the pro mod event in Orlando?
Yeah. I have 1 pro mod I'm testing with on Tuesday. If that goes smoothly, we may enter the race. He doesn't know yet. It's a brand new car. Okay. And then I have 2 other pro mods. So Victor's car and Isaiah's Ross, the Mech Tech Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we just put a Harts charger on that. So that'll be the first time out running it.
We'll have to take something up then.
Yeah.
Later.
When are you guys back to run the car again?
That's the thing. We haven't made any plans yet.
Okay.
But I was thinking. I think they're saying like February, March is a good time.
Yeah. Where does this car stay?
In Florida, Lakeland.
Oh, okay.
Are you based out of there?
No, I'm based out of. I'm 6 hours north from here. I'm in Connecticut, like by New York City. I'm actually Boston and New York City. I'm directly in the center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just in New York last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all the way out that way.
Oh yeah.
Connecticut.
Nowhere
This
there's
is
any
Connecticut.
racing.
Someone else is out there. Who else is out in Connecticut?
Racing wise, I don't know.
Parts, someone. There's parts out that way. I don't know why that's familiar Connecticut for some reason. That's New York. Yeah?
Moroso's out there.
Are they?
Yeah,
Maybe
Moroso.
that's what it is,
Yeah, Moroso's probably 35 minutes away from
Okay,
us.
yeah.
Fragola, Fittings, they're actually in the town that I live in. So, but other than that, not a whole lot racing. So
maybe we'll try and tee something up and then create like a schedule if you.
Yeah, 100%.
Then
You
we'll
know,
just work it around.
the only stuff that I have going on through January and February is the winter series. You know, which is 1 week a month. You know
Out
what
of
I
the
mean?
month.
Yeah. So, and that'll be at Bradenton. Yeah, the events are all at Bradenton.
So 1 week in January, 1
Yeah.
week in February.
Correct.
Okay, so even if we wanted to go February, we can work around
Yeah.
that week. Or,
Yeah.
And then March you're pretty free.
Yeah, because NHRA starts in March, Gainesville. Yeah, usually first or second week. But I can get a schedule and we can talk about it and kind of get a
Orlando, the World Sports Compact, and this is the two biggest, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the rest will just be probably testing in between and stuff like that. But if we can, do that, that'll be pretty cool.
The testing's nice if we can go out and, like I said, get like Shane there and myself, and we can just work on the car without any distractions and a bunch of other cars. You know what I mean? Just
go pull Victor up and just go down to Bradenton.
Yeah.
It's close by the shop. It's like 40 minutes or
That's
something.
perfect.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Get you guys out there, and even if I'm not here, like what they did last time, and you guys can just go hit it.
And it'll also help, like, look, obviously we're hoping that it makes big progress here, but at least I'll have an idea of what to expect from the car and come up with ideas of what we can do, you know what I mean?
I know we were trying to link up before, like the schedule was busy.
Man, what happened with that was Chris called me, but he didn't tell me it was like something he needed done right away. He was like, do you think it can come out? I'm like, yeah, I'd be happy to come out. Well, then Shane's called me, he's like, well, can you do that? I'm like, oh, I didn't realize this was like in the next week or two because I was just jammed with races, you know what I mean? So I apologize for that. I didn't realize Chris was like, he didn't make it sound like you were urgency, right? The urgency of it. So, anyways,
that's good.
I think you should do an official intro for the camera for the people that don't know.
I think everyone knows who this is, but 100%. Whoever doesn't and lives under a rock, this is the GOAT, the Red Hat Mafia, the man himself. Mr. Jamie Miller. So
nice to meet everybody.
If you know racing and you've grown up into racing, anything that you can think of that has gone fast or has anything to do with going fast or anything in between, he's had his hands on it. And having him here is like having Santa Claus here.
Well, we gotta see if it works, right?
Even if
we'll get it.
It's
we'll
a
get
pleasure.
it. That's for sure.
We'll get it. It's definitely a pleasure. And, we've been trying to link up with him for a little bit now for Chris, Shane, and the other team. And honestly, this becomes the dream team with someone like this on board with the rest of them.
With Shane, I mean, we've had a lot of success together in a lot of different things. You know,
so this guy's worked on big projects like Big Canoe, with Shane and everything else in between, a few other jobs to mention. But the biggest one that stands out recently was Vic, and what he said was his car was completely erratic, and now he literally drives it like with one finger.
And the same thing, we started with a baseline, right, and then we just made small tweaks to it, and every run just got better and better. And it was cool because he was kind of frustrated with the car, and he got out of it, and he's like, man, I'm having so much fun, and that's what it's all about, right? Like,
Everyone that I spoke to when we were having issues, and then when we've had issues, has said to me, you need to get Jamie. Zayda was like, I gotta call Jamie. Every single person that I spoke to was like, we need to get him on board. Abe, see you guys, take care. Abe, everyone else in between. And we said,
I appreciate that. That's cool.
We'll work towards, but
we'll get it.
Yeah,
I know that.
100%.
We'll get it.
We'll definitely get it. And for us, I'm just happy to be here and
that's what it's all about.
This is like a dream, so
and even when there's struggles, it's really rewarding when you figure out and the car makes good runs. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about.
Well, we're all coming off a high from Orlando,
right?
And we know that it does work. It can work.
That's right.
It's just one of them. We make changes so much in such a short period of time. Like, people don't understand just changing this.
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge. And the tank, like you said. These cars are very temperamental.
Well, think about it. You can put a puck. You can put one puck, and it will affect how this car works. You're putting pieces that weigh 50, 60 pounds in certain areas, right? So if it responds to a 5 to a 7 pound puck, it's going to respond
100%
drastically to something that's 50 pounds, right? So
that's why you really got to look at it. So.
Right. And that's just like when we're doing things, with this being a little bit lighter, nose up, we end up lowering the front strut, you get the crank a little bit lower, the whole mass of the car gets lower, and it's all things to get into a better place.
Don't drink it. Hold it.
Okay. All I can do is hold.
Hold that one, don't drink it.
Okay. All right. But it's open.
I'm just telling you, don't drink it. I know you don't want one.
Anyway, that's the man. That's the team. It's a pleasure. And as we progress and as we keep developing and moving on, we keep meeting great people like this. And we have the pleasure of working with him, and these will be memories and experiences that you can't get, man. So I'm really excited. I'm sorry, I'm a big fan. So for me, this is a big moment, man. Like, I appreciate it. I'm really, really happy to have you here and even looking at my car. So thank you very much, man. So yeah, thank you, Tom. We appreciate you too.
It's fucking breathing out of the wastegate just like ours. That fucking wastegate fell apart. Guaranteed, take that motherfucker out.
I can fucking hear it.
I can see it breathing. It's breathing out of the fucking wastegate pipe.
And I was coming out. Another boost leak. We can't fucking win with this thing, man. It's all good.
We might do it again. Or definitely one more time.
It does sound better than the 2J.
Yeah, it fucking does.
You think?
Say that again. Say it on camera. Come here. What'd you say?
Not that my
Mr.
opinion,
fucking Honda man?
not that my opinion matters, but I think it does beat the 2J. It's a little deeper.
Ooh.
It's a little deeper. It
Take that,
sounds
2J
good.
boys. Ready? So it's like, it's, no, you don't need him to tell me that the fucking pump's fucked. The pump's fucked. The pump fucking locked up and it's torn the teeth off the belt. Brand new pump. Brand new. We swapped an engine. I got one of these 3 new pumps there and I grabbed the one that was nicest. And it just I heard it as he was cranking it. It went and fucking stripped the belt. And then I had to dislodge it and spin it backwards. And you can feel there's a mad tight spot in it. Pump's fucked. Warranty. Warranty. Lucky you made us fucking sell you 11 pumps.
There was a method to my madness.
Every now and then you do something.
Every now and then.
Usually once an hour or so.
And you redeemed yourself.
Yeah, I get to see the look in your eye. Oh, let's get another pump.
Can you spin it with the
We're getting another new pump. And we're going to change it. And that one I'm going to put with the pile of other ones that I'll have to rebuild at some point. Which is fine. Fun times, huh? Welcome to another chapter of Let's Pull a Fucking Engine Out. Now this one's only an oil pump. I think we're getting a bit delirious. Should I have a coffee or a beer? Or a coffee with beer?
I never tried that.
It could work. We could be onto something new.
What do you think, Alice?
Beer coffee.
What do you reckon?
You want a coffee?
No.
Beer o'clock? Someone needs to open the tent up so I can crank up the coffee machine.
Whoop. Hi, Tom. You gonna help us?
Hi, Tom. seen a daily fuck up before, and I'm going to go, call Sheen T, he saw it happen. And you're going to say, yep, I saw that fucking shit happen. Doesn't matter how good it is,
Wait, hang on.
Kermit will still fuck it.
This motherfucker probably has metal in it, I'm telling you.
There's nothing in it. It wasn't a scavenge section because of the filters. It could have been a pressure section, but we'll have a look.
So how the fuck, it's gotta have the fucking, the bypass wide open to make no pressure.
Yeah.
Or there's a big massive fucking groove in something that's meant to make pressure that's not meant to have a groove in it. So listen, we are not fucking doing anything else until we work out what the fuck is wrong with it. Because it can't go from fucking 65 pounds. Man, I'm just a laptop jockey. But you can't go from 65 fucking pounds to 16 fucking pounds without a fucking hole in something that's not meant to have a hole in it. I was told there would be no math. Fucking hell.
And if the motor was bad, I feel like we'd see some shit right here.
There would be parts laying on the floor if it only had fucking 16 pounds. What did it lose, a fucking rod cap? Get the fuck out of here, no way. That fucking oil pump won't turn. Half the fucking, when you try to turn, it won't turn half a turn. It's got shit in it.
Oh, this taper lock with the belt guide is a brilliant idea. Who came up with that shit? It's got a little removing things in it as well. It's fucking awesome.
Stupid stunt.
All right, I guess we're pulling apart this pump.
We have to do. I'm telling you, we cannot go any fucking further until we know what's wrong with it. And the scavenge can't do anything. There's no way. It can only be the pressure section.
Pressure, right? So
there's no fucking oil pressure. It cannot be the fucking scavenge.
The easy part to take apart.
What? Suddenly the scavenge makes fucking 60 inches of vacuum?
Yeah, probably not.
Correct. Only because math and science says no fucking way.
Clean it out. It's just shit stuck in the lines.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Lucky we had a filter. Look. That's why you replace the lines. Because there's always shit in them. Always. So this filter got cleaned out completely with the last oil pump. And you always have to replace the lines when you shit an engine. But we didn't have new lines here, so we just put a new pump on it and sent it. Well, with a new engine, obviously. And look at all the shit in there. Hey, Shano, I think you were right.
That would be normal.
Bunch of shit on the lines in the filter.
Oh, good God.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What the fuck?
Well, those are some bearings in there.
So,
is that the same filter from the
tell
last
me the
one?
fucking filter got cleaned before the new motor was
Crystal clean.
Absolutely.
This is just shit stuck in the filter.
Because it's really what's stuck. Either it's fucked itself already.
Yeah, or that was...
So now the fucking listen.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. You ain't gonna tell me shit. Listen. Suck my Shut up, listen to me. Suck my you man. Listen.
There's only one way to know. Take the fucking oil pan off and take the rod caps off. Because you can't get the mains off because it's a fucking girdle. And find out if that shit's coming from this one or from the old one.
Well, this has got to be shit in the old lines.
So either somebody didn't clean the lines, which is bullshit because we said to clean
Yeah,
them.
but the fact that that thing went down to 11 pounds of oil pressure, so it
means
feels,
the bearings have
yes.
300 thousandths clearance in them, not fucking 3.
Exactly. And that's
After the
from
two
the new
step.
motor.
Correct. and we probably fed all the bullshit from the old one into this one.
Yeah, but
which is dumb as fuck.
That wouldn't have killed it that fast. That wouldn't have killed it that fast.
It went 2 times on 2 step idle for a long time trying to get warm. But it went down after the 2-step.
Did this engine do a launch?
No. Wait. Yes, it did up there. It did a launch. But it had a fucking oil pressure then. It had oil pressure when it got back. It had oil pressure when we started. Didn't have it after we did 2-step. And then it locked the pump up. It locked the pump. I'm telling you, I just moved the fucking metal through the pump that it ate, because now the motherfucker spins without a tight spot. I keep turning it trying to find it, and I think I moved it far enough that it moved it through. So now, once again, we need to make sure that the fucking bottom end of the motor's not fucked, and there's only one way to know, and take the fucking bottom end apart. Because the filter deal didn't work. The filter had nothing in it because it was trapped in the fucking screens, which is a good thing for the screens, but fuck, the motor's fucked. And that's why the fucking oil pressure's 0.
The screen's dirty in that pump? Are you pulled off?
We either fed it metal from the old fucking one, or it's already fucked itself again because something's wrong.
I think it's already fucked itself.
I feel like it is too. That's the only reason it would have no fucking oil pressure. Something's fucked up. Who the fuck knows what it is? Something's wrong. Probably not with the motor. It's probably with the car. That's why it's done 2 engines at once.
Or there's something just wrong with bearing clearances and they're both fucked.
I don't know. There's only one way to know. You got to take the fucking oil pan off and check. We can't run it. We can't even start it.
Where is that filter situated?
Shut
So it had like 60 pound of oil pressure idling, and then you put on the 2-step, and then it was like 16 pounds of oil pressure. I think it's already fucked this one. How the fuck did you guys leave that much metal in the fucking
There
lines?
wasn't. So the pump is broken?
The pump tried to stop because it ate that shit. And so I've turned the pump 3 million fucking times trying to work out what's wrong with it, and now it's free. Because I've moved all the shit through it.
My point now is that pump was still turning, and when it was, you only had 11 psi.
Right.
That was pushing more than 11.
I 100% agree with you. What's the reason it has 11 psi is because there's 300,000 worth of bearing
Unless
clearance.
that pressure relief valve was jammed open.
And maybe it is, whatever, we can take it apart, but it doesn't, there's only one fucking way to know what's wrong with it, is take the fucking fan off and measure the bearings. That's it. Anything else is, you're just asking to fuck it up.
I feel like the pump would have to be fucked up so bad to do what you're seeing, and the pump, the veins and shit don't look that bad. You can't see shit.
Yes, it ate metal. That's why it doesn't want to turn correctly.
There's 2 scenarios. Either that pressure relief valve is jammed open, or this engine is fucked. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no 2 other options. Fuck you, Tom.
Whoa.
Where's fucking Leanne?
Good question.
Yeah, fuck her.
That's what I want to know. Why are there not fucking t-shirts being printed right now?
So it's now 3 a.m. We put the new pump on, didn't even have it bolted on. We checked the filter, it's obviously full of metal. So we've come to the conclusion, or the delusion, the dry sump tank is full of metal, but if it pushed metal through the pump, scavenge, pressure section into the filter, it'd be full of metal in the filter from the dry sump tank. It wouldn't go back into this engine.
But in not so many words, the cunt's fucked.
The only reason we think this engine's stuffed is because it didn't make oil pressure, and that pump was going to make oil pressure regardless. Shano, I
can't work out how to get the vibrator.
I can pull the adapter off this.
The ad pattern?
And then have a look at the metal in there, because if there's no metal in there...
Then we don't stop pulling shit off.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I'm in. Pull the motherfucker off then. I'm
just going to rattle that off. So we're going to quickly check,
but
but we've got a sneaking suspicion that there's something wrong with this bottom end the last bottom end that only did 2 runs, and the other new bottom end down there, we're gonna turn it over, pull the pan off and have a look. Maybe we're gonna see something with a new rod that was being used or some
Or
shit.
maybe somehow I'm the dumbest cunt in the history of mankind and can't work out how to make an engine not kick all the rods out of it.
You know what? I've never seen anyone tune an RB or anything really that's new to
Tuning the
them.
connecting rods right out? Give me a chance.
That first engine.
Give me a chance.
Yeah, it made a lot of passes.
Look at, hang on. There's another new problem. See all this liquid right here? That's not methanol. It's fucking water. It means this fucking piece of shit right here leaks.
No, there's no water in it, bro.
Motherfucker, what is that puddle right there?
No, but look in the planet. It'll be wet inside.
What's in there? What do you, close throw. What's all that shit right there? Put your, I'm gonna taste it.
It's water.
It's really?
No, it's not. It's fuel.
No, it's not. It's fucking water.
Taste it.
Okay, it's fuel. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. I stand corrected.
Hang on.
For the first time ever. Yeah, write the date down.
You were.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. You were wrong earlier. I think I was right about something else. You were right about the wastegate.
I thought I was wrong, but it turns out I was mistaken.
Yeah. What are we doing now? I'm going to pull the 90-degree adapter.
We're going to, just before we rip all this bullshit out, make sure it's, the cunt either is or isn't fucked. And then once we know it's fucked, which it is, because there's no fucking way it's doing it, it's not fucked, then we're ripping this hunk of shit out. And we're going to swap it.
Some's got to come out off on the new engine.
We have to look at that one to try and work out what the fuck is wrong with it. And then once we don't work that out, then it's going in the fucking car. And then we're going to think about it more until Q fucking 3 or whatever happens. Till the last 1 minute before we have to go up there. And if we don't figure it out by then, we're not running it. And if we do, we are running.
We've got enough parts here to run a fucking engine. We just got to make sure that whatever's happening to these bottom ends doesn't happen to the last one we're putting.
There's something is obvious. I can only assume that whatever's wrong with it is going to be completely fucking obvious because it's never done this shit before.
No, it's clean. It's clean.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
It could be the tank, but why did we not have oil pressure?
Wait, just wait. Just fucking, let's just check it. It's too much effort, I get it, but
we'll check the pan.
It's way less effort than taking all that bullshit out and swapping it.
We'll check the pan.
Yeah, take the fucking pan.
But we still have
out.
the problem and question.
No, listen. Let's be sure the engine's not fucked.
Why do we not have oil
and honestly, take a rod bearing off if we can't work it out. Right?
Yep.
Be 100. We can't fucking make a mistake. Can't afford to. So we do the extra effort. Waste of time, of course. Any smart motherfucker knows we're doing what we don't need to do. But we're not smart, so let's just check it. And then when we know it's not fucked and we don't have to do all that extra work, we'll work out what the fuck is going wrong with the oil pressure and figure it out and fix it.
Clean? It's fucking beautiful.
It's mint.
So it's not the engine.
Well,
hang on.
We don't know why it's low on oil pressure because that pump was pumping and the filter wasn't blocked. So why is it low on oil pressure?
Maybe one of the lines is blocked.
On idle?
Yeah. Look how much shit came out of the filter.
Where's the sensor?
Not enough to block it.
Because maybe the sensor is fucking stuffed full of metal just like the fucking filter was.
Let's pull the sensor out.
So it is currently 3:53 a.m. and we are still here. So what happened? Racing happened. That's exactly what happened. We got the car put all back together, and Shane wanted to two-step it to try and find the boost range to be as close as it can be, so when we go to the track we're not guesstimating, because every time we took power out of it, it would still be showing that it's making 60, 63, 64 pounds of boost, and that's a bit too much. So we wanted to pull power out of it, so we said we'll do it here on the two-step in the pit, get it to the range that we need to get it at least that way we know that we're going to be close once we get down to the start line. We then realized that the belt on the oil pump was spitting itself, so we quickly shut the car down, looked at the belt had eaten itself a little bit, took that off, tried to spin the pump, realized that the pump was heavy and had like a real sticky point in it as you would turn it. Further investigation revealed that when we pulled the oil filter off, pulled it apart, that it was full of metal shavings. So we thought, worst case scenario, engine's fucking shit itself again. We've had a major catastrophic failure and we're fucked. So we then decided that we would pull the sump off, drain the oil first. We drained the oil, there was no shavings in the oil. Then we pulled the sump off and found no shavings in the sump, which tells us that the engine hasn't hurt itself and there wasn't an issue or mechanical failure in the engine. And after a few questions, the oil tank wasn't cleaned earlier today. So all the metal shavings and bits of rod and everything else that probably went through the old engine that we pulled out was left in that oil tank, and probably in some of the lines that weren't cleaned out properly. Due to everyone rushing, they've missed this. Luckily, that hasn't made its way into the engine, and the oil pump has sacrificed itself to save us, and it hasn't gone past the gauge screens. So we're going to put the sump back on, and then tomorrow morning we're going to pull the tank apart, pull all the baffles out, clean it, make sure that all that stuff's out of it, clean the lines again, put a new pump on it, and then we should be good to go from there. We've pulled the main line off the block off, put some air down it to check to make sure that the oil pressure sensor's working. And yep, as we put the air pressure on there, it went to 100 pound on the screen inside the car, so we know that the sensor's good. So we might have dodged the bullet, and I think we have. And yeah, so we're gonna put the sump back on. I think I've already said that. I'm just tired as fucking hell. And we're going to call it a night because we got an hour's drive. We'll be lucky to get 2 hours sleep, if that. Come back in the morning, finish the cleaning. We're probably not up till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we've got a few hours to clean the lines and the tank, and that hopefully should do it. So I am absolutely rooted. I'm tired as fuck, and I want to get to a bed ASAP. So this is going to be us saying goodnight, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be the fucking world.